Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is Rufaro if this is your first time here, and welcome. So today's video is a very chatty get ready with me. I'm just going to be taking you guys through my updated makeup routine slash my current favorite beauty products, and today's shout out is going to Tamia. Thank you so much for commenting on my previous video. One simple word, but it stood out to me. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing how I did this, how I achieved this makeup look, and how this happened, then like keep watching this video. The first thing that I'm gonna do is to set my eyebrows. My eyebrow routine has changed tremendously since I started doing my brows, and the main thing is that I now do my eyebrows right at the end. So this product I'm going to move on over to is my primer. I didn't pick it up recently. I've had this for some time now, and this is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I'm just going to have like 3 pumps of that. And yeah, this is definitely one of my current favorite products. Look at that, like it's so juicy, it's so moisturizing. When you apply it on your face, your skin just feels so smooth and just so ready for whatever makeup products that you want to use. So I have very oily skin, and when I'm doing my makeup, especially as of late, I don't want my makeup to be dry. I want my makeup to somewhat be dewy, but not to the point where everything is like super oily, you know what I mean? I think oily skin is sometimes very problematic, especially when you're trying to do your makeup, because you could either go too matte, which would leave you cakey, and if you go too dewy, you're gonna end up looking like a grease ball, okay? And neither of the two are cute, so you just want to kind of like strike a balance, and that's one thing that I do with most of my products, and you guys are going to get to see that. Moving on, we're gonna go on over to my base, and my current favorite foundation is the Nars Soft Matte Foundation, and this is in the shade New Caledonia. The only issue that I somewhat have with the Nars foundation is that my shade match sometimes is a little bit weird. New Caledonia is my shade, but sometimes it just looks a little bit strange. I'm not too sure if that's going to be the case today, but I'll just show you what I mean as we go forward. The brush I'm going to use to apply my foundation is the Morphe M439 brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my brush with a little bit of the NYX Matte Finish setting spray. And this is the other side of my face with no foundation, and there we have the foundation. So we're gonna move on over to concealer right now, and the concealer I'm gonna use today again is the Nars Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Amande. I've been using this product for literally almost 4 years now. I love it, love it. Still your best. Then I'm just gonna grab my damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend that. You lay me down on my back and do me just like that. I miss the way that you grabbed on it. Your body knows me, yes, still your best. I don't want your heart. So Rufaro in 2017 would have been done. Like, this would have been it. I would have already moved over to setting my foundation and concealer, and I'm good. But right now I really like a bright under eye, so we're gonna turn it up a little bit. So to brighten up my under eye, I'm going to be using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Contour Concealer in the shade Golden Honey, and this right here has a matte finish. So as we've been using a soft matte foundation and a soft matte concealer, I'm now going to use a matte concealer just so that everything kind of sticks and stays in place. It's unfair, I know that I got away. Just confess right now. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. Baby, I know I forgot to use my contour stick before applying my foundation, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it on now, simply because I just love this contour stick. It's just so rich. Like, let me show you. Still your place. Do you see? You don't want to go OT with this product because it's so dark and it's so rich and chocolatey, so you want to be very gentle with this. I'm gonna grab my Real Technique brush in the number 200. Real Technique has really amazing brushes. I highly recommend. So I'm not going to wet this brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it in. Just wanna let you know, say my love is bad, so you let me go. So as you guys know, I cut my hair, right? So I'm basically bald, almost bald underneath. I really do love having my short hair, but for today's video I just decided to put on a wig simply because I'm kind of struggling to wear makeup without hair, just because I don't really know where my hairline is, obviously, because my hair is still pretty short. Like it's grown surprisingly fast considering I cut it 2 weeks ago, but it's just a bit harder for me to do my makeup. So yeah, if any of you decide to cut your hair, just keep that in mind. Now I'm gonna grab my beauty blender once again, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend out that concealer. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Alright, now that we're done with that, I'm just gonna go back again in with my foundation brush and blend just to remove any harsh lines and just to make sure that everything is smooth and seamless. It's almost disrespectful. That's a downgrade, you know it. Still your best. Me, still your best. The base is looking really good. At this point, I'm super duper happy. Now what I'm gonna do very quickly is I'm going to set under my eyes with the Mercier translucent powder. I'm gonna be using my Real Technique brush in number 402 to just pat that under my eyes. And I love this product so much, so much. Just wanna let you know, say my love is bad. This is just the best powder for under eye. I never crease with this product. I don't want your heart, baby, once we fall. I don't want you back. Just wanna let you know, say my love is bad, so you let me go, but my love is more. Just wanna let you I'm gonna move on over to one of my favorite steps. Use the Morphe Glamour Bronze in the shade Leader. I use my Morphe brush. This is like an angled brush, which is what I'm gonna use to apply my bronzer. I'm not really good at contouring my nose, I'll be completely honest, but I'm just gonna play around with some bronzer and just carve out the sides of my nose. I don't know, man. I really could skip this step, but I just do it because I like to. Go ahead and use my Fenty contour stick as eyeshadow. One thing about me is that I'm very lazy when it comes to eyeshadow, so the bare minimum for me is everything, unless I really want to be extra, but I just don't have the time sometimes. I think it just adds a little bit of depth to my eyelid, and that is just about it for me. Again, with the Real Technique 302 brush, I'm just going to gently blend that out. I'm then gonna go back into my bronzer and I'm just going to set that contour stick just so that I don't get any creasing throughout the day. And I picked up this NYX Precision Brow in the shade Espresso, and this is just everything, okay? You get the spoolie on one end, and then you get the rectangular shaped twisty pencil on the other side, and this is just perfect. Oh, you get? There we go. Cool. As you guys can tell, my eyebrows are pretty thick, and I kind of just like to keep them as natural as possible. So just playing around with the shape that I already have, what I'm just going to focus on is defining my tail, because that's where it becomes a little bit thin. But I'm just going to leave this front here pretty bare because I like a lighter shade eyebrow. As you can see, I start right in the middle here. I never start from the front. And as you can see, I'm brushing it outward, and then I'm just gonna completely draw a nice simple tail, keeping it as light as possible. And then from the tail, I'm just going to lightly create strokes going outward. I don't like to do the tail from the top and then a straight one like that, simply because my tail is not defined. And that is perfect for me.
Drop the roof and let the smoke clear.
Back again with my foundation brush, again blending. I don't play about blending, you guys. Like, I really want to make sure that everything is seamless. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get my mascara. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara, absolute favorite. It's so chunky, which I love because I've got very like curly lashes. My lashes, like I said, have a personality of their own and they need to be tamed. Okay, so that's pretty much that. My favorite eyelashes are from Amazon. These are called the Jameer Lashes. Absolutely amazing. I have an old video where I gave a review of these lashes. They're literally only $10 and you get 5 of them in a packet. They're amazing, so highly recommend. I feel like I kind of like how natural this is looking, so I'm not gonna put any eyelashes on. I recently picked up this matte blush from NYX. It's called Sweet Cheeks and this is in the shade Citron Rose. I really do love this, so I'm just gonna use that same angled brush, smile, and just pat it onto my face. Yeah, recently I've just been loving blush on my cheeks as opposed to highlight. I just don't like highlight on my face anymore, but I do like highlight on my nose. So my ultimate favorite blush, favorite highlighter is the MAC Gold Deposit. I've had this highlighter for years and I don't think I'm ever gonna stop using it. It has so much sentimental value to it. So I don't know, maybe that's why I love it, but I honestly feel like it does the job really well. I'm just gonna play around with it. Oh, that's a bit too much. A bit. And I feel like it's a good thing that I'm making mistakes in this video so that you guys can actually see that I'm not perfect. Like, I don't get my makeup right all the time. There's actually some days when I walk out and I'm like, yeah, I screwed that up. Yeah, so I think it's nice that I'm kind of making mistakes in this video so that you guys can actually see the reality of what it is for me when I'm doing my makeup, and also get to see how I fix the mistakes when I make them.
Still your best me, still your best me, where you wanna come back.
My lip liner of choice is the MAC Chestnut Lip Liner.
I miss the way that you grabbed on it. Your body knows me, yes. Still
I'm gonna go ahead with my Morphe lipstick in the shade Taunt.
Maybe once before, I don't want you back. Just wanna let you know.
So this is what we look like. If I was going for a matte look, and at this point I would basically be done, but lately I've just been enjoying a glossy lip, so I'm going to turn it up a notch with the Fenty Beauty lip gloss in the shade Fussy. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my face, and my new favorite product is the Morphe Setting Mist. This is so amazing. Sis, what? That doesn't look like me. Okay guys, the light has changed throughout this video. I am certain of that. I'm so sorry. I just cannot control it. I don't know what to do. I honestly do not know what to do, but that's just what it is. Why am I looking orange? Can someone help me?
I miss the way way that you grab.
Okay guys, so we've reached the end of this video. Thank you all so much for sticking through with me in this chatty get ready with me. I think I might just have to sit down and actually read my manual and figure out how to use my camera, because I'm confused. Okay.
So you let me go, but my love is